Hello, good evening. You're welcome to the end of the week's video journaling by Great White Effect, brought to you by Trading Pro, prolific proficient to trade together as one. The objective of this journal for the week 37th of June 2024 is to help with consistent improvement, confidence, and discipline building. Because when you're able to look at what you've done, what you forecasted, what the market did, it helps to make improvement in your analysis and also makes you a better trader. Because that which is constantly reviewed will always be improved upon. That which is not reviewed cannot be improved upon. So without taking so much of our time, we're going to start off with the US 100. So as always, don't forget to like and share. This is the YouTube page, Great White FX. So to start off, we're going to start off with the US 100. These are forecasts for the 3rd of 7th of June. It was done on the 1st of June, as when it was posted. So we're going to look at what our forecast was for the US 100, then what the market actually played out.
Start off with US 100. Drop down to the weekly. The weekly has a bearish engulfing, although it has a long lower wick. So we could look at this as a break and retest of this area. So the weekly points to the fact that we might see a little correction before a continuation to the upside. If we look at the daily has a downward movement. Let me put in my indicators. So the daily has dipped into this fair value gap and bounced. So on the daily, we still have a bullish impulse, but the possibility is that we might see a bit of a move lower. If we drop down to the 4-hour time frame, we'll find out that we have a change in market structure here. So what this points to the fact that is that we might see a deep retracement into maybe 1810910 to 18551. So this will be where you'll be watching for price to come in. If there's a rejection there, then you'll be watching for this low, 18192 first, before 18073. So that's what.
So if we look at what we have down on the chart, this US 100, we can see that price exceeded our expectations. There was no rejection there, although longs were advised during the week, as during the week we have intraday reviews. We have one at the end of market, that's by 10 p.m. West African time. Then we have one the following day at 10 a.m., which helps us review what has happened during the Asia session and London session, and helps us plan with the forecast for the New York session. So that is mainly for private members or private members of our brokerage, those are registered on Trading Pro, and for those that have access to the various community channels on WhatsApp and Telegram. So the next pair we're going to be looking at is the dollar index.
Looking at the dollar index has a multitude of views. If we look at the monthly, we have a bearish engulfing, but what you call a dark cloud pattern. A dark cloud pattern is when the down candle or the bearish candle almost covers 3/4 of the previous candle. So that's what we have here, and it is near this high. If we go down to the weekly, price has been ranging within the body of this candle to an extent, because if you look closely, price failed to close above the high of the candle. That is at 106,111. Price failed to close above it. So if price failed to close above it, most likely it will be coming for here. It will be coming for this low. But if you look at this the dollar index, the way it is, this is a bullish impulse and this is a retracement. So as long as price holds above 102.34, this pair might still continue to the upside. So if we come down to the weekly, on this pair, to the daily, if we notice we have a change in market structure at 104.57. So what we are seeing on price is a retracement into this range. And remember, I pointed out there's a weekly candle that price is ranging in between this point to this point. So if we drop down to the daily and I put in my annotations, this is what you're going to have. This is the range high and this is the range low. So price is basically within a range. But if you also observe 104.52, price has refused to close below it on the daily. So that points to the fact that we might see a bit of a rally before a move lower. But why do I say another but? Let's go to the far. So if we look at this now, if we look at this for 105.11, price did not close above it. Price did not close above it. If you look at it, price didn't close above it. So the possibility is that price may still come for this. So the only way that is going to change is if we have a close above 104.89. So what do I mean by that? If we get something like this, a close above here, then this will look for a retracement and a continuation above. But as long as price stays up below this level, the possibility is that it might just retrace, sweep this, then continue to the upside.
So let's see what the dollar index played out. This is a 4-hour time frame. So we're going to go to the dollar index 4-hour time frame. And if we look at what price did, let's look back at the chart. This was where we were. So you see, there was a little retracement. Then price came down to that level I was pointing out. Failure to close down, and then we have the movement. Next, we're going to be looking at is gold. So we're going to look at our outlook for gold last week and what gold has done this week.
Gold is bearish. Gold is a little bit bearish, but the possibility exists that we might be seeing a bit of a bullish run going into the new week. This high couldn't close below this level. So except we get a close below this level and we have this fair value gap here and this down close candle that was used to break 23.32. So this is a 4-hour time frame. So as long as this fair value gap, we don't get a close below it, the possibility exists that price may come up higher. But if you look at it on the 1-hour time frame, this is where you'll be expecting price to come in between 23.37 and 23.59. So that's where you'll be looking for a bullish evidence, because you notice there's an unmitigated 4-hour fair value gap holding. So this may rally in here. If it gets rejected, then you might see price move a little bit deeper.
So let's look at what gold has done for today. And if you look at gold, it exceeded our level on the 1 hour, exceeded it greatly, because when you look at the chart, this was where we were. It did rally into that level the first time, came back, failure to close above this, and rallied again before finally dropping down. So if you found this very insightful and you would like to find out how to partake in the daily reviews, you could reach out to me through any of my social media handles on the screen. This is my WhatsApp number, 234 plus 234 8093061888. On Telegram at Great White FX, on Instagram at Great White FX, on Twitter at Great White with a Y. If you notice that, the same with Facebook. So thank you all for taking your time to attend. Our next review will be on Saturday by 10 p.m. West African time. So I look forward to seeing you all. Do have a blessed and lovely weekend ahead. Thank you.